Walters, but it was a lovely little reverse pass that played him in just a little bit earlier there. It's about the only real contribution that's been made towards him.
Careless one by McCarthy, giving possession straight back to Rangers. Oh, there's a welcome sight for Rangers supporters. Graham Souness preparing for the fray. Grant caught late by Ian Ferguson. And the referee is going to take some action here as Grant and Ian Ferguson square up. Roy Aitken quickly to the scene of the trouble to take Grant away. And the referee will now have words with Ian Ferguson, who certainly was the player who came in with that heavy late tackle. And he's going to be booked. The referee appears to be taking his time about this to let any tempers cool. Well, he certainly came in heavily on Peter Grant. And Roy Aitken deserves great credit for being so quickly involved in separating the players. There will now be the substitution made by Rangers. Well, here's what caused the problem between the players. It was played forward by Grant. There was Ferguson going in late. And Ferguson has been booked. Off goes Stuart Munro. And on goes the Rangers player manager, Graham Souness. So Souness now organising the midfield. There are 21 minutes left of the 90 minutes as Souness takes the field. He'll no doubt have worked out that he could handle 30 minutes of extra time if required. And he's now organising the Rangers ranks for a late surge looking to save the cup final. And while Souness is coming on, the referee booked Peter Grant also for his involvement in the fray, for squaring up to Ian Ferguson. So Grant and Ferguson booked, now a total of 4 bookings in the match. Here's Ian Ferguson holding off McGee, looking for Walters. Rogan quite content to run the ball back. So Rangers have moved Ian Ferguson to a left centre of midfield position with Souness on his right. So it's Souness and Ian Ferguson holding the midfield now for Rangers, with Walters and Cooper wide on the flanks. Here's Joe Miller with Aitken. That's for Miller again. No offside flag. Back it goes to Aitken. The far post it goes. There goes Burns. Off the line by Stevens. Well, Gary Stevens redeeming himself after the error which gave Celtic the lead. A great ball this from Roy Aitken. Tommy Burns popping up at the far post, beating Woods, but Stevens was there. Walters and Burns clash. The result is a throw on the far side to Celtic. Play from Grant. The tackle came from Souness. This is Cooper making space for himself, showing his great skill and dexterity in possession. Butcher thumping it forward. Ian Ferguson has got forward now for about the first time in the match. Appear to be held by McCarthy. Headed out by Burns. There's Souness to Walters. Rogan makes the tackle. Back it goes to Gary Stevens. He's carried the ball over, it looked like it, but the referee waits play on as McCoy shoots it wide.
Well, the linesman kept the flag down, Jock, and it was a beautiful cutback. You've got to say that was a chance, wasn't it?
Well, there would have been some controversy there, I think, had that gone in, because it did appear to go over the byline before Stevens pulled it back. But George Dunbar, the linesman from East Kilbride, had a better view than we did, and he said it was all right. Interesting there though to see Ian Ferguson inside the Celtic box for about the first time in the match. The presence of Graham Souness has made that possible.
We just haven't seen today at all any Rangers midfield player getting forward, Jock, have we? So they've got to do something desperate now, and as you say, Ferguson's got to start making some forward runs because he knows that his boss is in there who can supply decent passes to him.
McCoy to Cooper. Another player can supply good passes. Davy Cooper soon as racing in, and the clearing header came from Anton Rogan. Well, soon as bursting into the box there. Burns inside, there's Paul McStay, but quiet for the last little spell. Good pass to Miller, here's Peter Grant, and McStay again. Inside it comes to Grant. There's Burns and Miller. Chris Morris, challenged by Brown. Header from Butcher reaches Roy Aitken. Well, a misunderstanding there between Morris and Aitken, giving Rangers the throw. McCarthy guilty of pushing. Coist was the victim. Davy Cooper with a set piece once more, lofting that in towards Richard Gough. Challenged well by McCarthy. Here's Walters. And Walters touched it before it ran for the throw. Walters wants to debate the issue with the linesman George Dunbar, but the decision has been given Celtic's way with quarter of an hour of the match left. There's the scoreline: Celtic 1, Rangers 0. The scorer Joe Miller. And Rangers now having committed both substitutes. Graham Souness is one of them. Tackled there by Burns. Butcher couldn't reach it. There's Burns. Crossfield it goes to Aitken. Burns again towards Chris Morris. Good defensive play there by Richard Gough. Intelligent reading of the play to come across and cut off Morris. Chris Woods waving the Rangers players forward. Celtic still have Billy Stark and young Steve Fulton in reserve. Souness to Stevens. Souness once again. Playing it through as Aitken challenged him. Well, we know that Graham Souness has been a player of the highest class, but to come in at this stage in a cup final, it must be very difficult indeed. Oh,
it's difficult for him. There's no two ways about that. But I mean, the situation was desperate, and it called for desperate measures. That's why he's there.
Joe Miller's pass is left by Aitken for Morris. Aitken will take it again. Possession play by Celtic. McStay made the run. Brown will prevent McStay reaching it, and that is a goal kick to Rangers. Well, we're at a stage in the match when the players have been entitled to be feeling the pace. Playing a cup final like this in the sun, stamina now becoming an important issue.
I'm just wondering now if the Rangers' strength, because they are, I think, a stronger side, physically a stronger side, if it might tell in this last 15 minutes, Jock.
They still have to find a way through the Celtic defence, which has played very well indeed this afternoon. Rangers get the throw this time. Here's Souness. Stevens. Well, that's good play by the fullback. The pass finds Cooper. Halted there by White. Chance now for Celtic on the break with Grant. Gough collects it as it goes towards Joe Miller through the middle. John Brown. Good play by Brown. Coist back to Ferguson. Here's Davy Cooper on his left foot. Blocked by White. Appeal for handball. Waved aside. Referee deciding the ball played the man. No deliberate intention. Joe Miller holding play up with Celtic in possession. Careless one inside. Rogan and Walters miss the ball. That will be a throw. And I fancy it'll go to Celtic. Gary Stevens doing well, winning possession for Rangers. Here's Goff. McCoy's beaten by McCarthy. This is Souness holding off Grant. This is Mark Walters. Wrinkles control. Inside is McCoist. Tackled by McCarthy. It's Aiken who breaks clear. Bonds in the middle. McGee's on the left. Miller on the right. McGee being hustled by Stevens, but he has kept possession well. This is Paul McStay. Well, this will be tiring for the Rangers players as Celtic keep possession. Given away by Morris to Butcher. This is Cooper. Now Butcher. Stevens to Souness. Played forward for Walters. And Graham Souness hangs his head there in disappointment about the quality of the pass.
The game's really opened up in midfield now, Jock, for both sides. We're getting a lot more space in there for people to play.
Richard Goff now coming forward. We'll see him a great deal, I think, in attack now for Rangers in the closing stages. Good pass from Morris. Here's Roy Aiken holding off Cooper. Looking for Miller to make a run, which he does willingly. Long left leg of Butcher comes in to concede the throw. 10 minutes remaining, 1-0 to Celtic. Joe Miller playing it back. Cooper wins it. They appear to be fouled by McStay. So a free kick to Rangers. Trailing by 1-0, as are Everton at Wembley. It's Liverpool who lead by John Aldridge's early goal. There's Gary Stevens, who won a cup medal for Everton in 1984. Ian Ferguson, who won one for St Mirren 2 years ago. Here's Walters. Good flowing move this from Rangers. Fine cross and excellent goalkeeping by Bonner. Well, Pat Bonner celebrates his 29th birthday next week, and his experience called upon here with an excellent decision and a good piece of handling. Butcher's header. There's Davy Cooper and Souness. Pass finds Walters. Well, he showed enough of the ball to Anton Rogan. Well, the clock, the enemy now for Rangers, as they throw everything forward in an attempt to level the match. There's Gary Stevens, that came off Tommy Burns. Drinkle's header, agonisingly across the face of the goal, and turned away brilliantly there by White. Too long for Bonner. Drinkle did well, a looping header back over Pat Bonner. Oh, look how well Derek White does here, escorting the ball to safety. And Chris Morris is on the ground, he's in trouble. Well, Morris was challenging Kevin Drinkle for the high ball when he came by that injury. What a great ball it was. Winkle going up. There was Morris landing very awkwardly. Ian Ferguson couldn't make it as White escorted it away. Billy McNeill looking on anxiously from the track. Celtic very happy and relieved to have this goal kick. Richard Goss header, letting Drinkle chase. Morris shows that he's recovered fully. A good little sprint and header. Goss header controlled by Sinas. Here's Brown. Good lay-off from Ferguson to find Sinas. Now Goff under pressure from Grant. Celtic working very hard indeed to close down areas for the Rangers players to exploit. Here's Butcher. Back it goes to Goff. Mark McGee chasing. Here's Brown. Now it's Joe Miller's turn to come across. Cooper under pressure from Roy Aitken. There's Goff again. Now Stevens. Souness wants the ball in the middle. Tackled firmly by McStay.
When you say Souness wanted the ball in the middle, he didn't want it like that.
Well, certainly a hefty challenge from Paul McStay. A fair one at that. 5 minutes remaining. Celtic desperately trying to hang on as Rangers throw everything at them. Good play by McGee, and Miller is offside. Chris Woods making sure that there be no time wasting. Graham Souness has waved Goff forward into attack. McCarthy coming for it. There's Butcher. Now McCoist. There was no offside flag. That was Rangers' best chance of the match. The ball going high from McCarthy. Butcher wins this superbly. It goes straight through to Ali McCoist, normally so deadly, and he slices the ball over the bar.
Well, you get the feeling after that one that certainly it's not Rangers' day. That was the chance of the game. Ali McCoist has had 2 chances really in the last 10 minutes, and that the better of him, and really truly he'll hang his head in shame if they don't score before the 90 minutes are up.
Yeah, Celtic may indeed be thinking about the champagne now with that miss from Ali McCoist. Souness left back all by himself in the middle now. He's pushed Butcher and Goff forward. Souness now playing a kind of centre-half role with Stevens and Brown beside him on the flanks. The desperation now for Rangers with the 2 central defenders up in attack. Stevens returning it to Pat Bonner. Pat Bonner getting that stern lecture from Bob Valentine, the referee, about time wasting a moment ago. Offside flag up against Roy Aitken. He's questioning the linesman about that. It doesn't appear to be correct. So Graham Souness now with the free kick. Here's John Brown. Butcher up for the attack again. Anton Rogan's headed out. Here's Gary Stevens preparing to launch the long throw into the box, looking for Butcher and Goff. There's Butcher. It will not count. There was a foul on Pat Bonner as the ball was in the He was taken out of the play. This will be clear, I'm sure, from the replay. Just watch Pat Bonner here for this. There's Davy Cooper backing into him, and that's why the goal has been chopped off.
Well, really, it was a silly back in by Cooper, because when you looked at it there, I don't think the goalkeeper was really going to get to the ball anyway.
McGee going up with Stevens. There's Miller. Now Barnes. Ian Ferguson getting back. White and Drinkle chase, so does Goff. And Derek White once again steps in with a decisive header back to Bonner. He really has been a rock for Celtic in the second half. Touchdown again by McGee. There was Stevens. Here's Roy Aiken. Taking the ball wide. The Celtic players in the box looking for a cross. Aiken prefers to accept the corner kick. That was quite deliberate. Playing the ball off Stevens. They can take a corner kick now in leisurely fashion and waste more precious seconds. Cooper wins it for Rangers, and Cooper brings down Peter Grant off the ball. More time wasted. The linesman brought that to the attention of the referee. Now I wonder if any more action apart from a free kick will be taken after this. And there's going to be a booking, and it will be for Davy Cooper, who did appear to trip Peter Grant when the ball was away, giving vent to his frustration about the state of affairs at the moment. It looks good now for Celtic as time ticks on. Cooper did well here. Well, let's see what he did. Well, there was the incident. And it's given a free kick to Celtic also. Discussion between McStay and Aiken about this free kick. Well, that was clearly deliberate also. That allows Celtic to regroup on the halfway line, waiting for this final whistle. We've had a minute of time added on. This word has been handed up that Joe Miller wins the Man of the Match award. The referee checking his watch, the Celtic fans whistling for time up. There's McStay, tackled firmly by Souness, but it's still Paul McStay going forward. Here's Joe Miller, the Mr. Superfit of the Cup final. And just with that, he shows how tired he's become, tripping over the ball. And there goes the final whistle. Celtic have won the Cup. Billy McNeil hugs Kenny Rooney in delight. The treble hopes of Rangers are dashed. Celtic have won the Cup for the second year in a row. Jim White has Billy McNeil.
Billy McNeil, Celtic, you've regained the Cup. What a match it was, what a struggle.
Well, it was never a classic, Jim, but obviously right to this particular minute, that doesn't matter. It wasn't the most classical game we've seen. We defended well when we had to, and we scored the goal that was important, so there you go.
How much satisfaction, Billy, does it give you now that you've ruined Rangers' treble hopes?
Well, I'm not really concerned about that, Jim. I'm more concerned our fans have won something, the team's won something. We've went to the European Cup Winners' Cup as cup winner, and that was what was important. We had to work hard to do it, we've achieved it.
Which of your own players would you single out, Billy?
Well, I think the back four played well throughout, and I've obviously got to say that McCarthy and Derek White were tremendous in the heart of our defence, because they put a lot of pressure on with high balls, not particularly skillful, but a lot of high balls, and those two dealt with them well.
Did you think it was always going to take a mistake to lead to a goal?
Well, you've always got to be alert for a mistake. We always felt we might pressurise them into making one, and little Joe finished off magnificently.
Billy, congratulations, back to Jock Brown.
Thanks very much, John.
delighted Billy McNeill with Jim White that the Celtic celebrations go on, and Rangers, it must be said, are showing great sportsmanship as they shake the hands of the Celtic players. And the news from Wembley is that Everton have equalised right at the death as Liverpool won, Everton won at Wembley, but here at Hampden Park, it's Celtic who have won the cup for the 29th time in their history. They won by 1 goal to nil. Graham Souness has taken that very well indeed, I have to say. He's gone round the Celtic players with a handshake. They'll be very disappointed indeed that the treble has not been achieved. And there's the Celtic reaction to their historic victory. So there's Ian Durrant rather, who's gone onto the field with the Rangers players on his crutches. Ian Durrant joining the Rangers players. They're saluting their own supporters at the moment. What an emotional setting it is. There's Billy McNeill shaking hands with officials. Lex Bailey, who wasn't involved in the final, one of the standby players, shaking his manager's hand. So Celtic, whose recent cup record has been so much better than Rangers, enjoying this occasion once again.